ride and watch hentai all the time with my soul is tormented by a succubus. Call assist, pencil dripping from the way I spit. Fell in love with this. Sis got music, now she in my...
As for the second duel, the things are a little bit more serious. This is a serious psychic deck with 3700 player, 2 double chance, max revive, go block, counter attack, and metal sphere. There's a Solgaleo max level, I'm guessing, right? Yeah, level 10 to level 0. There's a 131 Deoxys A, 130 Deoxys A. There's the Cosmog with the full evolution, Lunala with 68, and we can see Oricorio, the I don't know, POW, yeah, the POW style that gives bonus to the freaking Psychic. And I'm running the current deck that you saw on the screen, that I have long throw, hurdle jump, and go block. I do have the 2 Morolls with the one level 8, the other level 10, the Poliwag's level 5 without any evolution set, Hypno, level 7, and my Terrakion, level 4 to level 0 per se. So let's play back this, and he opens up with the Cosmog. That's a pretty decent opening. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set my Hypno instantaneously on my own goal. I want the Hypno to be in play at all times, so he can't... Well, there is no Pokemon that he can actually use to wake himself up, because he doesn't own a Koko. But I'm always, like, trying to play the way I would like to be playing, even against a Koko. Like, if there's going to be any more Pokemon involved in the game beside Koko that could potentially wake yourself up with an ability, I want to be able to play, like, automatically with that in mind, without even thinking about it. Hey, so I put my Hypno defensively, is like, instantaneously. I don't want any teleports going through. And I know that if he does manage to evolve, his freaking purple is going to be 4-star. And my freaking purple will going to be 2-star. And that's going to be a really hard time killing it if that goes into play. So he's going to deploy his other Deo attack form alongside with the Solgaleo and the second Deo attack form in defense. And this is Lunala. But I do have a high chance of rolling blues, so I don't really care what he does. There's going to be the POW style deployed, and I'm going to bring my other Mortal a little bit closer, I think, because I do want to hurdle jump surround that, because I don't care. But he sees that, he doesn't want to lose his Pokemon, and he's like, alright, I'm going to pressure you. And right about here, a couple of uncommons have 4 EXs and 1 uncommon pinned down in a 6-square thingy. But unfortunately, my bubbly guy is going to die towards that Solgaleo, and I want to block that other side. I want to make this guy fall asleep so I can clearly and easily go ahead and block that Deoxys attack form. I knew that I was opening the door for him there, but if I could put this little guy to sleep, that'd be a lot better situation for me. I don't want him to go and attack my little Hypno, just not yet, because I don't want to expand my Go block, but for the time being, it's okay. It's okay. He's going to go ahead my Poliwag, attack my Poliwag, and he's going to get put to sleep. That Poliwag doesn't want to leave that entry whatsoever. And right about there, I'm just going to go ahead and hurdle jump. And I'm going to be hurdle jumping there because I want his POW style to go ahead and wake Solgaleo. And if I manage to put the Lunala to sleep right about now, which is not going to happen, but if I did, he would have to choose between the two. And if he would smart, he would go against the Lunala. And then I would just block the Solgaleo completely by moving to the left. And that would open up a lot of place for me to go for. And I still want to put that Lunala to sleep. But the Thunder Wave doesn't want to give it up. It's just going to spin over and over and over and over. And that's so sad because at some point he's going to realize that his Deo attack form could easily surround me. And when I get surrounded, I don't have any max revives to go for. And I will need to put other Pokemon to sleep before I lose it. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack once again. I'm going to go ahead and oh my god, the tiniest of spores cannot roll. It's only the thunder thing, discharge that rolls, and he actually sees these around. And I'm not going to allow him to grab the entry once again. I don't want him to grab the entry. So he's going to block him up, wake up his own Solgaleo and try and go and advance on me. But I know that I can block him off with my Mortal. And even if he goes and grabs my entry, at some point I will put Pokemon to sleep and I will be able to open up my field. What actually, what actually I seen this deck do perfectly is allow the enemy Pokemon come to your territory and then put them to sleep. You don't want to put them to sleep in their own territory. Like that Poliwag that puts the Solgaleo to sleep permanently. It's good. I mean, it's alright because I do want to keep that entry for myself. But the best case scenario is when you have them on your side. Because when you have them on your side, they don't have a chance to bring them back. They don't have a way to do it for themselves. So the Spore is going to roll against his Dimensional Slip. He's not going to make him a risk, because like, I don't want to go to the bench. And he's going to be put to sleep, which means I can easily bring more Pokemon on the field. And I'm going to rush the Poliwag towards the other entry. Because if I manage to grab the other entry, that's going to be pretty dope for me. And we're going to see the little buddy trying to go ahead and wake up the Deoxys attack form, which I don't think is going to happen just yet, because he can only move 2 spots at a time, and if I block him off with the Murlow, it's not going to happen. But Moongeist Beam against a Bubble, it's going to destroy my plans of my Poliwags grabbing the entries and putting people to sleep. Quite sad there, quite sad, but what can you do? So I do deploy my other Marlow, and I'm going to see his little thingy trying to do the summoning thing. Or no, he's trying to wake up the Deoxys. So I'm not going to allow him to do that, not just yet. For the time being, I'm pretty happy with him there. I don't care. He has only to summon something. And as long as my Marlow Hill survives, I'm happy. I'm pretty happy. But unfortunately, the Moonblast, again, against this Lunala. This Lunala is being the I don't know how to call it. What's the thing? Kryptonite. It was the kryptonite of the Marlows. So far, this Lunala has been just immaculate and taking them out. And that just doesn't work. But finally, the miss that I paralyzed a couple of turns back comes by and bites her. And I do get the kill instantly. But of course, this little bugger is going to make the Dow wake up. And I know that this Solgaleo doesn't have a way to withstand me putting him to sleep, as long as I do spin the appropriate ability, and I do spin the appropriate ability. And right about now, what he can do, he's going to go ahead and try to either Nebby's power, you know, bring the Lunala next to him from the PC, but even then, he's going to evolve. And if he's going to evolve, he can't jump over me once again. So he's going to go evolve, he's going to bring the Lunala, and this is now looking really grim. Because right about now, the Lunala just has to go around and try to attack. So I'm like, okay, I can still counterattack here. I can still do my things. If I do lose a Pokemon, I can still bring the Poliwag on the field. And after that, it's going to be pretty easy for me to do my things. So he's going to bring the Lunala. No, he's going to go defensive. He doesn't want me to hurdle jump there. And just because that move went defensive, I have a turn to bring my Terrakion close enough so the surround doesn't happen. And that's good enough for me because they're going to attack the Terrakion anyway. And I roll a miss. I'm like, I can feel this not going well. And the only thing I have to do is to attack the Lunala and put her to sleep. If I could manage that, and the frickin' confusion helps it happen, this is going to be a better game. Because I now have the Poliwag again ready, and the Poliwag can run next to the frickin' Hypno to save myself. And what's going to happen here is going to attack the Poliwag. It's like, I don't want that Poliwag. But the Will-O-Wisp is going to spin, so that's going to take my dodge away. And this game is taking extremely long, but it's super fun. When I was playing it, it was like, all right, what can you do now? What can I do now? And I'm going to attack this little bugger, because I know that if he rolls a teleport, if the Hypnosis is rolled, Hypnosis, is going to be good for me, because the insta-surround is not going to happen anyway. So what happens, he's going to go ahead and attack the Poliwag instead of tagging his own Solgaleo, and the Poliwag is going to roll the Hypnosis. And I have 2 Pokemon asleep in my corner of the bench, and no way for the enemy to grab them on. And I'm like going to take a big spoon and go ahead and block that Deoxys attack form from advancing. This little thing is going to be trying to advance, but my little, Poliwag is free to go, and it's easy to go ahead and advance if I need to. And I'm like, alright, I'm going to go here, and if you Dimensional Slip, you'll have to Gold Block. And if you Gold Block, I'm happy with that, because Gold Block, plate expanded, plays available. He rolls the Dimensional Slip. But the confusion makes me roll a dodge. Because Deoxys, when they make you respin, they make you respin exactly the way they want you to. Unfortunately for me, I roll a miss when he rolls a miss. And fortunately for me, he doesn't see the surround potential with the, with the other bug, the POW style. And he rolls a Dimensional Slip once again. And this time I roll the Hypnosis, which is not enough for him to withstand it. And he's going to go to the bench. And right now, I'm feeling really comfortable. He needs to Gold Block. Of course, he's going to Gold Block with either one of the sleep figures, which is okay. I still can't do much to them, because when you attack them, the sleep condition goes away. It's not like the Frozen when they have whole misses. The sleep condition goes away, and you can't do much to it. So he's going to go defensive, and I'm like legitimately hoping that he doesn't see that he has this around. I was legitimately hoping he doesn't see it so I can grab the other entry point, but it's not a dumb player. It's 3,700. I should have known that he will see that and will come for me. And unfortunately, I did have to long throw because of that. And right now he's going to go back to wherever he was. And I just lost a Poliwag for no reason, and hurdle jump for no reason, and a long throw for no reason. I just should have seen that he will see it anyway and get it. So the teleport is going to spin once again. He's going to have to go to the other flank right there. And it's totally fine because I'm going to attack it again, and I'm going to make him either teleport or die. And he's going to die. Fine enough, freaking Lee. Goodbye. And we're done with that problem. The Deoxys A is going to grab the entry, which is okay, I guess. I'm going to be back a little bit with my Morals, and I'm going to be going ahead and trying to make that Deoxys fall asleep on my entry. And if I make him fall asleep on my entry, that's going to be dope. He's going to bring it a little bit closer, which is okay, I guess. And right about now, I have a lot of options, frankly. He has to attack, he has to win, he has to make me then go block and stuff. It's gonna happen, unfortunately. Even if it didn't, he could make me respin and make it happen. He doesn't dimensional sleep. I don't have a hurdle jump. I have to expand my goal block. And I'm going to expand my goal block right about now with the Moral that keeps the Rayquaza at bay. And I'm going to do that because he's going to grab the entry. He doesn't care waking up his Lunala that could potentially devastate everything. And he's going to make me attack. He's going to attack me right there. And my confusion is going to roll on miss, by the way. Not the 20, but the miss. And I'm going to be knocked out. That's very sad, that's very unfortunate, but he can still not reach the Lunala to wake her up. He can still kill the Terrakion if he decides to. He can still lose to the Terrakion if I decide to, or if the RNG decides to. But my Poliwag thinks differently. He thinks, get out of here, Deoxys, we don't like you, get your dimensional slip and sleep to your bench. But no, Deoxys doesn't think so, because respin, dodge, that doesn't happen, but it will. So good night. And I'm like, alright. Let's start making other people sleepy. Maybe if we put this Oricorio to sleep, we can open up a little bit of the board and start advancing. So he's going to attack my little Terrakion. I'm like, boy, why you do it? Why you do it? He's going to roll a dimensional sleep once again. You can never be sure with the Deoxys. And my white towards his purple is going to send a problem away from me. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to send my little Poliwag close enough to the Deoxys, but not too far away so I can still go to the goal if I'm needed. So right about now, I'm like deploying the Terrakion and I'm going to try to kill that POW. That POW is annoying. He gives everyone buffs. He's extremely terrifying to play against. And if I do manage to kill it, every time I roll my 101 is going to be a dodge, which is good enough. But every time I roll my 120 or the dodge, unless the other dodge is spun, it's going to be, a kill for the enemy. So that's not going to happen. I'm like, okay. How about I put your Deoxys to sleep? If I have two figures on my side asleep, it doesn't matter that I just grab the entry because I can still do whatever I want. He's going to roll the 135, but he's going to make him respin towards a sport once again. Half the will of a blue is going to make him fall asleep. And right now, he's having 3 Pokemon, 1 in the PC. By the way, I haven't knocked out anything, but the 2 asleep ones is the same part as the other ones. So he's going to be wasting turns doing whatever he does best, doing nothing, basically. But his POW can't kill stuff. And he's going to max revive right about here. The little thing with the teleport. I'm like, okay. I don't want none of that. So I'm just going to backtrack a little bit. Come on, waste a turn. Bring it closer. Bring it closer. All right. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and make him believe that he can wake up his Deoxys. But right about now, I do have the Pokemon deficit. So me keeping 2 of his Pokemon at bay, Deoxys A and the little teleporting guy, is good. Because with my 1, I keep his 2, and I can do this. Terrakion, making the dodge a miss. Oh yeah, all day long. And he's gonna die. Because RNG, man, Terrakion. That was an ill-advised attack. And all he has to do is kill my Terrakion. As long as he rolls a Sunsteel Strike, I should be out. But the Protect doesn't decide likewise. And the double gold surround with the uncommon common team comes in and gets me the victory. The unlikely victory, but the victory nonetheless. And it was a fun game to play. That's why I do enjoy this sleeping deck super much. And I hope we get more Pokemon to, make it a little bit better. I know there's already many that you can advise me to put in my deck, but for the time being, this seems to work. This seems to be bringing a lot of fun to the gameplay. And I believe I'm going to be keeping him for a while. If you have any suggestions, leave it down there in the comment section. If you like this video, put a like. And if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe, because I'm Hanky, and as always, have a nice day.